The Dallas, Texas real estate market is finally starting to shift. Now, what does that mean for home buyers, home sellers, and more importantly, what's happening with home values? In this video, I'm going to break everything down. Hey guys, my name is Alex Piech. I'm a local real estate agent here in Dallas, Texas. And in this video, I'm going to be breaking down the real estate market update for Dallas, Texas for June 2024. So without any further ado, let's jump right into the statistics and the actual numbers so you could discover what the reality is of today's housing market. Let's start off by taking a look at our report that we just published on June 1st, 2024. And this is for the North Dallas real estate market. So this is basically everything north of Dallas: Plano, Frisco, Prosper, Salina, McKinney, Allen, Little Elm. This is our major area where we are focusing our efforts, where we service a majority of our real estate clients. So the first thing I always look at when we get into this report is this section right above us here. And this tells us what our pending ratio is. And what the pending ratio really talks about is what percentage of homes on the market are already under contract. So obviously, the higher the pending ratio, the more active the real estate market is. And currently, right now in the North Dallas market, 34% of all homes listed for sale are already under contract. So that is an active real estate market. Now, in contrast to the insane red hot real estate market that we went through during COVID, where those numbers were in the 60, 70%, this number has come back to a more normalized number. So 30 to 40% pending ratio represents a very active and strong real estate market. Overall, the price point where we see the most activity here in North Dallas is between the 400 and 600,000. That's where we see the largest number of pending sales. It's also where we see the largest number of inventory in homes for sale. You could actually see that in this chart right here. The chart's going up with inventory. The green line also represents the pending contract. So very strong market. In the last 6 months, we've seen over 5,757 homes successfully sell. So this is a really good market. Market is not really slowing down as far as activity. I will tell you that historically that the number of homes selling, that number has come down substantially, not just here in DFW, but across the country. We're probably going to end the year in the United States somewhere in the mid to lower 4 million home sales. Comparatively, 5.5 to 6.5 million has been where we've seen the last couple of years. We actually peaked out at over $7.2 million during the pandemic. So that is getting more normalized as well because of interest rates, because a lot of home sellers and home owners currently have mortgages in the 3 and 4%. There's not as many homes getting listed for sale. So the annualized number of homes selling across the country is down. Now, that's actually not impacted the real estate market like we thought, because while home sales are down, interest rates have gone up. So it's kind of balanced the two. We've seen about 1,580 homes come on the market and not sell in the last 6 months. This chart breaks down the days on market. There's some interesting data here because you can see that while the days on market is going up, right now, what I'm seeing is the average home on the market, active, not under contract, has been on the market for about 51 days. Now, if you compare to the homes that are successfully selling, those homes were only on the market on average for about 30 days. So what does that mean? That means homes that show well, great condition, nice features and amenities that are priced well, they're selling still very quickly, while homes that are missing the mark, maybe slightly overpriced, maybe not the best condition, those homes are sitting on the market. That's why we're seeing some homes expire. Now, the sold price, you could see this graph is swooping up, and that's because we're getting into the seasonality trend. School is out. We're seeing many, many more sales happen. That also drives the average price up. That's normal. We see this trend every single year. March, April, May, June, July, that starts that seasonality uptrend. January, February are our slower months. So that is a normalized chart. Days on market goes down. When sales increase, they sell a little bit faster. So these two charts really depict seasonality in the market. My favorite chart of this entire report is this right here, because no matter if you're buying or selling, no matter your price point, you can simply come in here and you can look at your price range. What is your number of home? Are you a six, seven, $800,000 home? Well, you can go look in that price range. If you're a $400,000 to $600,000 home buyer, you can look in that range. And what you can see is how many homes are currently on the market, what the pending ratio is. That's going to tell you how much competition and how much buyer activity is in the market. And you can see we're in the mid to upper 30s and 40s in many of those price points. How long the homes are taking to sell. And then the very far right, this where you see the red, orange, and yellow, that is something we refer to as the absorption rate, or the month's supply of inventory. How many months of inventory are currently on the market listed as active based on the buyer activity? A normal real estate market, just so you understand, is about 5 to 6 months. A seller's market, which means there's more buyer demand than there are listings to sell, that's going to be the 1, 2, 3 months of inventory. So you can see we're in a pretty good seller's market, really up to about 600,000. It starts to get closer to neutral when you get to the $1 million mark. We're under 4 months supply of inventory, all the way up to $1.2 million. So the market is still doing very, very well. As you can see, we don't get into the neutral pricing, upwards of about 1.4 million. And then you don't get into the buyer's market until you get well up over $2.8 million. So currently, right now, we're sitting on about 2,700 homes active for sale. We've had about 5,700 home sales, and the market average right now in this area of a home selling is about $641,000. Now, this is very important. And again, the sellers are getting about 98% of their asking price. So I think that's really important as well. The reason I talk about averages, if you've been paying attention to the real estate market, you may have heard some of the pundits, the medias, talking about home value decreases. What they're actually doing is skewing the numbers, and they're talking about the median sale price, not the average home value. And the median is literally what is the middle number. Well, the number of home sales has shrunk, right? We're down probably 40% from the peak as far as the number of homes that are selling. But home values have not gone down. Actually, if you do a Google value for the average home value appreciation year over year, there's a program that looks at the top 20 cities in the country. That's the Case-Shiller Index. And that'll show you that home values continue to go up month over month, year over year. So I like to point that out because I think if you're thinking about buying or selling, it's important where you're getting your information from. My goal is to share with you the reality of what is actually happening in the market, showing you real statistical data from the Dallas-Fort Worth market, and not pulling one obscure data point from a city in the Midwest that only had, a handful of home sales, and then try to say that is a nationally occurring trend. So our home values are maintaining. I will say that the rate of appreciation, how quickly home values are appreciating, that has slowed down to a more normalized pace. Over my 21-year career, home values appreciating at about 3.5% year over year home value appreciation. That's normal and that's really good. Now, obviously, we've seen years where we're 15 to 25% increase in your home value year over year. That's not happening anymore, but we're also not losing value. Home values are not depreciating. So that's an important factor. So if you're a home buyer, the pros are that the values aren't increasing as quickly. There's more inventory to choose from. So you have way more selection, and you may get some favorable terms, maybe like a seller concession, some assistance in closing cost, and interest rate buy down, making it more affordable. If you're a seller, well, the advantage is your home values are still way up. There's still strong buyer demand in despite of 7% interest rates right now. So it's a great market for people who have a home to sell, who are looking to move up or move down, because you can do that and have the contingency of sale. Where when we were in the red hot market, it was very difficult to write an offer contingent upon you selling a home. So there's pros and cons to every real estate market. If you've got questions about buying or selling, we'd love to answer those questions and be your real estate resource. Who you work with in today's market really does matter. Having somebody who understands the markets, the opportunities, and has more of a strategy and game plan that they can discuss with you. So at the end of the day, you can reach your goals, your desires in the timely fashion that you've laid out. So if we could be of any service, as always, I'd love to chat with you more about your buying and selling needs here in Dallas, Fort Worth. Below the video is all of my contact information. Many people send us a text message. Some even go directly to the Zoom calendar link so we can meet virtually on video like this and get to know each other. So reach out. We'd love to help you with all your real estate needs. Take care, and we will see you on next month's Dallas, Texas Real Estate Market Update Report. Take care, everybody.